There's my laundry, my bedding hung up along with pillows, and yeah, it was a rough night. Get out of the wind. In the middle of the night, Bayard woke me up, and yeah, he wasn't feeling too good. Where are you, pup? He quickly jumped down and pooped on the floor, and yeah, there was one solid piece and the rest was kind of goopy, so that was a bad omen. So anywho, I was cleaning that up, and you're wagging your tail, banging the drum. So I cleaned that and just went back to bed, and Bayard jumped in the bed with me, and I don't know, if you can take like a gallon jug of milk and slice it open with a razor and it all just spills out, except there wasn't milk, it was puke. That's what this guy did. Right on the bed. It was so thick, so heavy and soupy, I used the basket to scrape it up against the bedding, and I got a good amount of it. But yeah, I was oh man, I was all messed up by that. It was I realized I wouldn't be sleeping in my bed, and it was raining out, so I couldn't come outside and sleep outside, so it was a bit of a pickle. So I dabbed it with a bunch of paper towels and such, and got it as clean as I thought I could get it, and balled up my bedding, the comforter, the sheets, pillowcases. He nailed every pillow except one with his puke bomb. And I was dragging it outside and opened the companionway door, went back, grabbed my bundle, and it was in my face. I couldn't see, and as soon as I stepped outside, I smelled it. It was poop. Again, there was poop outside. So now I had a recent poop inside, puke on the bed, and then poop out here. And I just, where I'm sitting is where I just dumped the laundry, and figured I'd get to it in the morning. Man, it was not a cool feeling, because poor Bayard. I mean, in the past they can go a day with just going to shore once a day, and we had finally gotten to Cumberland Island, and I thought, you know, they're gonna have to wait for the morning, because I had scouted around just before this all went down, and I could not find a place for him to go. There was no, it's all shells and sharp stuff and marsh grass and thick mud. So I decided, well, I'll wait for the morning and then I'll bring him to shore up by the ranger station. And yeah, it was a bad decision, because Bayard obviously wasn't feeling good. So then I felt bad about him not going ashore, and he got up like every hour last night. He finally pooped on the front of the boat with a bunch of coaxing. And that's kind of nice, you know, but he pooped on the front of the boat and peed, and then he pooped on the side of the boat 3 times. He pooped back here, he pooped inside, he puked on my bed, he puked outside, puked up front. He's just a mess. He seems in good spirits, tail's wagging. I'd like to see him drinking a little bit more water. I'm hoping he's just got like a 24-hour thing, and he's gonna get better. But he's got to be severely dehydrated now. So hopefully he kind of snaps out of it. Every time this has happened in the past, Jabby is soon to follow. So I don't think my experience here at Cumberland Island is going to be that great. There comes a tour boat in a very, very tight spot. I think I dragged a little bit last night. So yeah, I mean, there's no way for him to pass here. tour boats. That's a, you know, this has been a rough spot. I don't know. It's been a rough anchorage. We're probably going to wind up being here for a few days. We're going to move closer to the ranger station. I went and I got my ticket. See that? So that's good for 7 days. That'll be pretty cool. You know, to it is a neat place. You know, I understand why tourists like this come through, but this guy is pretty tight. You know, not my favorite anchorage for sure. I'll tell you another thing about this place: the flies. See that? You know, there's a butt ton of flies around here. I can't even talk. This guy's freaking boat over here.
Cow, pig, horse, whatever, you get the story. But nobody act like nothing ever happened over here. Best kept secret ever.
All right, now that unpleasantness is gone, yeah, like I said, not my favorite place. Flies and tourists and fees and no place for the dogs and no place for trash. I would recommend coming here for a day, maybe taking the ferry. But I've heard it's a big wide open area and there's not too many boats, and I know why there's not too many boats. Might not be too bad if you didn't have dogs. But I don't like it. It's very shallow. I've touched bottom here. It's shoals, it's a big tide swing. Thank goodness the wind is actually gentle. There's something about coming in here yesterday where I felt like I had a bad feeling about it. Cumberland Island has not been kind to me. Oh my God. You want to be free? Tide's coming in pretty good. Let's see how shallow I am. I think I'm up on the sandbar. A lot of good 100-foot of chain and a snubber does. I look like I'm listing. I think I'm harder ground. Hold on. Yeah, you're gonna push me free?
At least you're floating. Sir.
And you don't want me to start the motors yet?
No, I wouldn't.
All right.
If you're,
I gotta get the snubber off the front.
Yep. Take time.
Lovely.
You free. Here's what we do.
Yeah.
I can push you out, then you'll crank. Slightly go forward.
Yeah, piece of cake, huh? Hey, you want to take the dinghy back? I'll undo her. obviously a drug. How nice is that? This boating nonsense is a bunch of horse shit, I tell ya. Alright, well, I just had to run down before I could set the anchor. I had to run down below because the port motor was overheating. As you can see, it's spiking right there. So I don't know why that happened. Starboard motor's still running. I had to crank them up quick without a engine check. So now I got a dog that is sick. I just ran aground and one of my motors is dying. Aside from that, I'm good. Nice not to have the dinghy back there to worry about. Let's see if my depth finder works. Nope. Well, we're going backwards. I'm gonna pull up in front of Good Times. Actually, I'm gonna pull on this side of Good Times, reset the anchor, and we'll be back after these messages. Well, what can I say about this episode? Other than I kept on going despite all these hardships. Stay put, Kon Tiki. I did not let these setbacks let me go running with my tail between my legs. I tried to learn from my mistakes. I tried not to repeat them. And in the meantime, I tried to have as much fun as I could. And before we left Cumberland Island, I actually did have some fun. Mike and I went and explored an old mansion that was deserted, saw some horses, and got to hang out with some friends. So now that you've sat through the bad times, stay tuned for some better times coming up on my Great Loop series.